Thank you all so much for joining us. We're here for a roundtable to talk about the challenges and opportunities chief operating officers of banks are facing right now. Maybe we could do a little scene setter here and ask what the biggest challenges are facing you as a chief operating officer of a bank right now.
When I think about the role of the COO, it's, I think, one of the most dynamic yet challenging roles to be in. I think the one thing that we are grappling with is what's the mandate of the role.
Trying to balance those long-term strategic automation type projects are huge and not losing sight of that bigger picture and that long-term vision.
How did the pandemic affect what you would do? Did it become this kind of like, we now have to outsource all of this stuff?
The pandemic ended up causing more of our clients to say, let's outsource more. And we had certain services like administrative support, very fast growing.
I want to turn more specifically now to the economic environment. Can you help us understand what the challenges you face on the short term, but also as you're trying to plan for the long term, things like wage inflation, fixed cost inflation, IT inflation?
We need to sometimes reimagine how we do things and make big change. This isn't just cutting heads here and there. It's about how do we set ourselves up strategically?
Very interesting. And Claire, from your perspective, in an inflationary environment, how does that conversation go for you?
It's really a consultative approach. So, when we started, you wanted everyone on site in your location in London, okay? Then you decided we're gonna put people in Leeds. Now we're gonna look at India. So there are options, there are ways to cut costs.
So I would love to hear how you're planning from a COO perspective for what are those technologies that you need to be getting your heads around? How do you implement them? How do you plan for them? And more specifically on AI, where does that belong in your businesses?
I think it's making sure that client interface stays key, but where you can use AI to get commercial opportunities from your data, do it.
We're a highly regulated business. Judgment is key. And we'll never replace judgment. It's a knowledge business. We all pride ourselves on the knowledge we bring.
I think we need to be careful, as in that not to forget actually the reason of your business strategy, and then see how AI can complement it rather than actually replacing fundamentally what you do.
There's just some real challenges, right, around all of this. Resiliency, what regulators expect around operational disruption to the client, to the market, or to the firm. When you're outsourcing or doing any of this, you have to consider it from those three perspectives in everything you do. And there's a lot of uncertainty, but at the same time, we can't sit still. We need to embrace this.
Yeah, of course.
And manage the risk and move forward. Otherwise, we'll fall behind.
Yeah.